So what we're going to do is we're going to make some Giant Edible Orbeez out of Jello. First thing we're going to need a bunch of Jello. We're going to need 4 packets of the smaller variety. You can use just regular Jello. The great value costs a whole lot less. You could use also 2 big packages. It's the exact same amount of Jello. To stiffen out the stuff, we're going to need 2 packages of the unflavored Jello, okay, because we're basically making really stiff jigglers. Then we're going to be putting these into water balloons, okay. Got these at the dollar store, 100 water balloons, okay, so you get 1 cent per, really cheap. And then to fill the water balloons, we're going to be using these little water squirters. Okay, and the important thing is that they have not ridged all the way at that tip here to make a good seal into the water balloon. How we're going to heat all this up? Well, we need ourselves a saucepan. We're going to be putting 4 cups of water into here. Okay, so it's got to be just big enough for that. We got ourselves a whisk, and you're going to see how that's important, because the less clumpy we can make the Jello, the better. Okay.
And it should be easier to get into the water balloons with this.
Yeah. And then we need ourselves a measuring cup to get our 4 cups of water with a bunch of water. Okay, it doesn't really matter how much right here, because eventually we're going to need cool water to put our Orbeez into. Okay, so Elena, you want to measure out 4 cups into there. So make sure they're full. I can move this for you. Hold on. Grab that one, and since this isn't a full cup, that's about a half cup. We'll do that one, and then another, and we'll count that as our 4th cup. Okay, there you go. So then all we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it onto the stove, and it doesn't need to be super hot. We're going to get to the steaming. Start pouring in the Jello. Okay, so when you do this, you're going to want to pour it in very, very, very slowly, okay, while whisking. Otherwise you're going to get clumping. Okay, so really slow. There you go. A little slower even. So there's just a very thin stream. Okay, the unflavored gelatin, there's really not that much of it. It's even more important to make sure that it goes in slowly, or else if you get little bits of gunk of that, it does not taste good. Okay, bits of gunk of the flavored isn't that bad. Okay, it just takes away from the Orbeez smoothness. Okay, now it's time for the flavored gelatin. Remember, slowly. There you go. Okay, so you're going to want to stir this until it starts steaming, which is going to be just before it starts boiling. This actually started boiling, which isn't bad, it just takes longer to cool. Okay, you want to make sure you're stirring that bottom. Okay, we can turn this off now. Okay, so it doesn't caramelize and burn on the bottom, because it is sugar, right? So what we're going to do right now, you can just let it sit there in the pot, okay, and cool down. It just takes a little bit longer. We need to get this quite a bit cooler so we can put it into our water squirters without melting them. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. And we're actually going to move this outside so we don't make a mess in our kitchen. We're outside now. What I decided we're going to do is we're going to change this. We're going to take the pot of water, or the pot of Jello mix now, and we're going to put it into this little bowl right here that we had the water in. Okay, it's fine. Okay, and if I bring it up just a little bit, that pour is going to help cool it down just a little bit. Okay, the windiness can be an issue. It's pretty windy today. Okay, did a very good job of not getting a lot of clumps and bubbles in there. Can you get like a little spoon if you're getting a whole lot of stuff in there? But honestly, we're going to be able to work around that right there. Okay. Benefit of this here, while it's really hot still, I did get some water and put some ice in it. How about we just take a couple ice cubes, put it in here to help cool it down a little. Now it's cool enough. It's time to put the Jello into the balloons, and this can be the tricky part. Okay.
Especially
So-
for children.
So we're gonna take the water squirter, okay, and the first straw you're actually gonna get some air in there because there's some air in the tip. We're gonna have to work to get that out, and this is gonna be rather messy. Okay, so just slowly pull it up, and you can see that air there. Now tip it up. Okay, so the air is up on the top now, and slowly go until the Jello squirts out. Okay, if you go quick, okay, it's going to squirt all over the place. Not a good thing. Okay, and then we're going to slowly draw it up. First few times, not a big deal. Okay, and then we're going to put the water balloon on. Okay, now we want to make sure that it has a nice good seal. Okay, this can be kind of tricky. Oh. Okay, because one of you is going to have to hold the water balloon, the other one's going to have to slowly plunge the Jello in. Okay, and Elena's going to slowly, okay, start plunging it in. That is still warm still. Keep her going. Okay. Till it's full. See how it's filling up? Okay. Okay, you can put that down. We got a nice Orbeez size. Okay, you're just gonna try and get it so the air is not in the stem anymore. And then tie it up. This is perhaps the most dangerous part, because if you let go, it's going to be going everywhere. And then we let it into the ice water, and that looks really, really good. I think we're going to get that to nice Jello Orbeez size. Ended up with, what do we end up with, like 9.5 of them?
We have a little baby!
Yeah, we got a little baby. Kind of screwed up on another one that ended a little bit soon. Okay, we're trying to get the air bubbles out as we went. They're already starting to go. The ice is, what that was in here is already melted. You do not need to stick this whole thing in their fridge. What I'm going to do is wash this out and then stick everything in here. The nice thing about the open space is that they get a little bit more spherical like that. Okay, and then all we got to do is show you how to eat them once they set up.
I don't even know how to eat them, so... You just like bite into the balloon?
It's time to eat the Jello Orbeez. So I'm going to demonstrate first, Elena, and then you're going to do one yourself, okay?
Can I
Which
do
one
it?
should I do? Okay. How about this one right here?
Okay.
Okay. So, to open these up, I mean, you can just tear right into them, but what I like to do is I make just the tiniest little hole, okay, and then I blow into it to separate the water balloon from the Jello, okay? So you're practicing blowing up these before, it's just like that. If you make it too big, it'll just like rip open, and it's still good, but it's not going to be your beautiful orb, okay, the Orbeez. So I got that little hole. And then shake her around, okay, and then you can, once you do that, there we go.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and then you take a bite. Jello goodness. You want to try my baby one?
How do you make the hole?
Tiny little biting just a little bit. There he goes. Kind of peeled back a little bit. Okay. Here, I'll take it there. Want to dink it? And then sink it. Looks good. Now you get to make your own.